Ever feel like you were meant for something more?
Yeah.
Like there's a path you're supposed to be on but can't quite find it?
Yeah.
That's what The Alchemist explores.
Yeah.
And today we're extracting its key wisdom.
Right.
Especially from a chapter-by-chapter breakdown of its lessons.
Okay.
We've got your copy right here,
I've got mine.
ready to unlock its secrets.
Absolutely.
This deep dive is for anyone who wants to unlock their own personal legend.
Yeah.
Understand the power of listening to their heart.
Yes.
And recognize the universe's signs in their own life.
For sure.
It is.
What's fascinating about The Alchemist is how it takes this simple story of a shepherd,
Right.
Santiago,
yeah.
and layers it with these really profound insights.
Hmm.
It's about listening to that inner voice
Yeah.
and understanding the signs the universe sends our way.
Right from the start.
Yeah.
Santiago's this adventurous shepherd
He is.
who keeps having this dream about finding treasure
Yeah.
near the pyramids. Most people would dismiss it,
They would.
but not Santiago.
Nope.
He meets this wise old king,
He does.
Melchizedek, who
Melchizedek.
tells him about the personal legend, that
Yeah.
unique path
Yes.
we're all meant to follow.
That's right. And what's interesting here
Yeah.
is how Melchizedek emphasizes that it's not just about having a dream, it's about taking action.
Okay.
He actually tells Santiago,
What does he tell him?
when you really want something,
Oh.
the whole universe conspires to help you achieve it.
Wow.
Like it's
It's like the universe is giving you a nudge,
Yeah.
but it's up to you to take the first step.
Right.
And Santiago does just that.
What's that?
He sells his entire flock of sheep.
He does.
This shows us,
Yes.
and you,
Uh-huh.
that sometimes pursuing your dreams requires bold action.
He does.
Even selling what's familiar.
Right.
Have you ever felt that pull to go after something big,
I have.
even if it meant leaving behind the familiar?
I can relate.
What was holding you back?
It makes you wonder,
Yeah.
what could you accomplish
Right.
if you weren't afraid to take that leap of faith?
Yeah.
Leaving behind the comfort of his sheep,
Right.
Santiago dives headfirst into this journey to Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
trusting he's on the right path.
Yeah, but it's not all smooth sailing, right?
No, it's not.
He gets robbed in Tangier almost immediately.
Oh, no.
Feels lost,
Yeah.
alone.
Ah.
Instead of giving up,
Right.
he finds work with a crystal merchant.
He does.
And this becomes a turning point.
It is a classic example of how what seems like a setback
Right.
can actually be a detour leading to valuable lessons.
Uh-huh.
He learns about adapting to new situations,
Okay.
finding opportunities within challenges.
Yeah.
Those are things we can all relate to. I think
Yeah.
he even gets creative
Yeah.
and helps boost the merchant's business,
Yeah.
which really highlights that resourcefulness we all need
We do.
when chasing our dreams.
Yeah. Like, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Right?
But even with this success,
Yeah,
Santiago never forgets about his personal legend.
that's right.
Comfort and stability aren't enough
Yeah.
if they're not part of his true purpose.
That's an important point.
Mm-hmm.
He realizes that settling can actually stifle the soul's yearning
Wow.
for something more.
Yeah.
So with a renewed sense of purpose,
Okay.
Santiago decides to join a caravan
Okay.
crossing the Sahara Desert. This is where his journey takes a deeper turn.
Okay, so he's heading towards the pyramids.
Yeah.
But more importantly, he's diving into the unknown,
Yes.
trusting that the universe will guide him.
Exactly.
This part of the story really highlights the importance of mentors
It's
and
very-
learning from others' experiences.
Yeah.
The caravan leader
Yes.
becomes a source of wisdom,
Yeah.
teaching Santiago about patience, preparation, and recognizing the desert's hidden language.
That's a fascinating concept.
It is.
The desert's language. Coelho isn't just talking about literal languages,
Right.
but about paying attention
Yeah,
to the subtle signs
And
and
it-
patterns around us.
I see.
Think about times you felt a pull in a certain direction.
Uh-huh.
Was that an omen you ignored?
Mm.
What languages or
Yeah.
patterns do you need to become attuned to in your own field or pursuits?
It's like learning to read the map of your own life.
Right.
Figuring out the signs that can guide your decisions and actions.
Exactly. Santiago's journey through the desert
Yeah.
becomes this intense crash course in self-discovery.
Self-discovery.
He learns to face his fears,
No.
recognizing that fear itself is
Yeah.
often more paralyzing
Really?
than the actual danger.
So he really starts to grasp the idea
He does.
that the universe is conspiring to help him achieve his personal legend.
Yeah.
Not in some magical way, but in the way things seem to fall into place when you're truly aligned with your purpose.
It's like the universe is giving you a wink and a nod,
Okay.
saying, you're on the right track, keep going.
Wow.
And as he gets more attuned to this language of the universe,
Right.
Santiago's intuition sharpens.
Okay.
He starts trusting those gut feelings,
Yeah.
those omens
I
that
remember
guide
that.
him through tough situations.
It's like he's learning to trust his own inner wisdom,
He is.
which I think is something we can all benefit from.
Yes.
But then in the middle of this desert journey,
Uh-huh.
he encounters something unexpected.
What's that?
Love.
Love.
He meets Fatima,
He does?
and this throws a wrench into his plans.
This is where Coelho beautifully illustrates that true love doesn't hold you back from your purpose.
Right.
It actually supports it.
Okay.
Fatima encourages Santiago to keep going,
Wow.
knowing that his personal legend is key to his fulfillment.
So it's a powerful reminder that the people who genuinely care about us want us to be our best selves, even if it means temporary separation or taking different paths.
Right?
It's bittersweet,
It is.
but ultimately reinforces Santiago's commitment to his journey.
It makes you think about the role of relationships in your own life.
Mm-hmm.
Do the people around you support your aspirations?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Do they challenge you to grow?
These are questions worth asking ourselves.
Absolutely.
And as Santiago pushes forward, he learns to turn knowledge into action,
Right.
even when it requires sacrifice.
It does.
He realizes that the journey itself is transforming him,
Right.
making him worthy of the treasure he's seeking. But then comes a major twist. After all this time, after all these challenges, he finally reaches the pyramids and digs for the treasure. And it's not there.
This is where The Alchemist really hits home for a lot of readers.
I bet.
It challenges the idea that the destination is everything.
Right.
Santiago feels like he wasted years of his life. But then a wise old man guides him back to where it all began.
Okay.
Back to Spain.
Back to Spain.
And guess what?
Yay.
The treasure was buried right there under his nose the whole time.
It's such a powerful metaphor for how we often search far and wide for something we think we're missing when the true treasure might be right where we started.
It could be.
Or within ourselves.
Exactly. It wasn't about the physical destination.
Okay.
It was about the inner transformation.
Right.
Santiago went through along the way. The journey shaped him, changed him, and ultimately led him back to himself.
It's like that saying, wherever you go, there you are. But the question is, what does this all mean for us, the listeners?
Right.
It's easy to get caught up in the idea of a treasure as something material or a specific goal.
It is.
But what if, like Santiago, our personal legend is less about the destination and more about becoming who we're meant to be along the way?
That's a great point.
Yeah.
It ties into one of the core themes of the book.
Okay.
The journey is more important than the destination.
I like that.
It's in the struggles,
Yeah.
the lessons learned, big or small, that we discover our true selves.
Just like Santiago's experiences with the crystal merchant, the caravan leader, even the thief who robbed him.
Yes.
Each encounter, positive or negative,
Right.
played a role in shaping him.
It's true. Our lives are filled with these encounters.
They are.
Each one a chance to learn,
Yeah.
grow, and evolve.
Right.
And The Alchemist reminds us that fulfilling our personal legend isn't always smooth sailing.
Of course not.
There will be setbacks,
Mm.
doubts,
Right.
even the temptation to give up.
Definitely.
Santiago definitely faced all of that.
He did.
But he kept going,
We're
fueled by a belief in something bigger than himself.
So this raises a really interesting question.
It-
What fuels your perseverance when you hit those roadblocks?
Yeah.
What keeps you moving forward?
Right.
Even when the path seems unclear? That's a really good question. What fuels that perseverance?
Yeah, what keeps us going when things get tough?
I think The Alchemist seems to suggest that resilience is a key part
It is.
of fulfilling our personal legend.
Right.
We're going to stumble.
We are.
We're going to have doubts.
Yeah.
But it's that ability to learn from our mistakes
Right.
and keep moving forward that really matters.
And it's not just about willpower, though.
Okay.
The Alchemist emphasizes the importance of having faith,
Okay.
not necessarily in a religious sense,
Right.
but faith in a higher purpose,
Okay.
in the universe's support,
Mm-hmm.
in our own ability to overcome challenges.
So like trusting that,
Yeah.
even when things seem messy,
Right.
There's a bigger plan unfolding, even if we can't see the whole picture.
Exactly. That's a really insightful way to put it. That trust allows us to surrender to the journey.
Okay.
Embrace the unknown, knowing that even the detours are leading us where we need to be.
I appreciate how The Alchemist weaves these really universal lessons into this captivating story. It's not just Santiago's journey.
It's not.
It's a reflection of our own human experience, that search for meaning and purpose.
Right, and it shows us that this search isn't passive.
Okay.
It requires us to step outside our comfort zones, to listen to our hearts, and to recognize the signs that guide us along the way.
It's about paying attention to those omens, like Santiago did, those nudges from the universe, those gut feelings that can get drowned out by the noise of everyday life.
And one of the most important things I took away from the book is that our personal legends aren't fixed destinations. They change and evolve as we do.
So it's not about fighting our personal legend and rigidly sticking to it. It's about being open to the possibility that our path might twist and turn. And that's okay.
Actually, it's often in those unexpected turns that we discover the most profound truths. Remember, if Santiago hadn't been robbed in Tangier, he wouldn't have met the crystal merchant and learned those valuable lessons about resilience and resourcefulness that helped him later on.
It's like a chain reaction. One seemingly small event setting off a whole series of events that lead us to amazing places.
Coelho really highlights the interconnectedness of everything through Santiago's experiences, especially in the desert. He learns that everything is part of a larger web. He's part of it. We're all part of it.
There's a quote from the book that comes to mind. Everything that happens once can never happen again. But everything that happens twice will surely happen a third time. It speaks to this idea of patterns and interconnectedness that run through everything.
Recognizing those patterns can help us navigate our own journeys with more intention. It's understanding that our actions have ripple effects, not just in our own lives, but in the lives of others in the world around us.
It's like we're all part of this giant tapestry.
We are.
One thing that really struck me about The Alchemist is its emphasis on following our own path, even when it's different from what society expects of us.
Santiago could have easily stayed a shepherd.
He could have.
And lived a predictable life. But something within him yearned for more. He dared to dream and follow his intuition, even when others questioned him.
That message resonates so strongly.
It does.
Especially in a world that often tries to fit us into boxes.
The Alchemist encourages us to break free from those limitations and pursue what truly lights us up.
It reminds us that true fulfillment comes from aligning with our authentic selves.
It does.
Not conforming to external pressures.
And that takes a lot of courage. Go against the grain to forge our own path, especially when others doubt us.
It does, but The Alchemist shows us that the rewards are worth the risk.
They are.
When we have the courage to follow our own personal legends, we unlock a level of fulfillment and purpose that we just can't find through conformity.
It's about living a life that's true to ourselves. A life filled with meaning, adventure, and connection to something bigger.
And even though the path might not always be easy,
it might not.
The Alchemist reminds us that we're never truly alone.
That's right.
The universe is always there to support us, guide us towards our potential.
It is.
That brings to mind another quote.
Okay, what's that?
When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it.
Wow, what a powerful idea.
It really is.
It reminds us to trust in the journey. To embrace the unknown. And to have faith in the unfolding of our own personal legends.
And to remember that even when we stumble, we can always get back up. Learn from our experiences and keep moving forward towards our dreams.
That's the real beauty of The Alchemist.
It is.
It's not just a story about a shepherd finding treasure. It's a guidebook for anyone who wants to live a more meaningful and purposeful life.
It's like we each have this inner compass. And The Alchemist is reminding us to listen to it. Trust its guidance. Even when it leads us off the beaten path.
And that's where the real magic happens.
Yes.
When we step outside our comfort zones and embrace the unknown, we open ourselves up to incredible possibilities.
It's like we become co-creators of our own destinies.
We do.
Working with the universe to manifest our personal legends.
That's a great way to think about it. And it reminds me of another key lesson.
Okay.
The importance of recognizing those signs and synchronicities that show up along the way.
Those omens that Santiago is always looking out for.
Right.
The unexpected encounters.
Yeah.
The seemingly random events that turn out to be meaningful.
Exactly. It's like the universe is constantly trying to communicate with us, guide us, and offer us opportunities.
Wow.
We just have to be open to seeing them.
It's like learning to read the language of the universe.
And the more we pay attention to those subtle cues,
right,
the more we'll experience those synchronicities and the more smoothly our journeys will unfold.
It's like becoming part of this cosmic dance.
It is.
Moving in harmony with the universe.
It really is a beautiful image.
Yeah.
We're not just separate individuals navigating a random world.
Right.
But integral parts of this interconnected web of life, all dancing together.
So if we were to sum up all the wisdom from The Alchemist into one key takeaway, what would it be?
For me, it's this. Have the courage to live a life aligned with your personal legend. Trust your heart. Listen to your intuition.
Right.
Recognize the signs.
Yeah.
Embrace the journey and have faith in the universe's support. Never give up on your dreams, no matter how difficult things get.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
And Coelho leaves us with this thought-provoking question. He reveals that Santiago's treasure was at home all along.
Right.
So I ask you, dear listener, if you were to discover that your own treasure was closer than you realized, how would that change your perspective on your current path?
It's a powerful question to consider.
It is.
Maybe the treasure we seek isn't a far-off destination, but a way of being. A way of living in deep connection with ourselves and the magic that exists in every moment.
As you continue on your own journey, remember the wisdom of The Alchemist.
The great book.
Dare to dream. Take risks. Follow your personal legend. And see where the universe takes you.
You never know.
It might just be the most extraordinary adventure of your life.